all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Look, Klein, 90. Here we go. Hey, look. Watch one. Don't get nervous.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Took right. So nice number one.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dorsett's got it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Let's go, let's bring it.
The first carry for C.J. Procise. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in Week 1, and this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977. But since then, just 20 meetings between the two teams. And the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015.
Check. Watch 54.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
You better be afraid of me.
Now Wilson on first down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Right there, 54 Mike. Set the tempo, echo. Defense, let's go.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Alert, 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 alert. Shoot. You go tight. You got 14. You got tight right there. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Alert. Alert 3. Go. Hold up.
Now Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's how we do it, baby.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And this one is right down the middle. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Watch the screen.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Rip right. He's coming. We got double.
2nd and 2. That's complete to John Ross. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Steps away. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
It seems like a short distance, but a yard in this situation, not easily done. So big compliments to the guys up front for creating some space, and especially the guy taking the snap and finding a spot, finding a sliver, an opening, and making it work.
Hey, Haywood!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 10 yards there and a Bengal first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Yeah. Hey, C6.
They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Past the 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Well, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the interception, here's Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Watch, twitch. Watch. There. Shit.
To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now it's Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill. Friday. He's checking. Crash.
This is Carson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
19. Still got 4 down. Friday. Check 43. Joker. Out. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 61 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. The Seahawks 25-yard line.
2nd and 3. Green brings it in. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll give it to Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Bengals 7.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's up.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch one. Watch one.
Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
25. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line. And now will they use a timeout? Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and long. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Go. 5. Hustle.
2nd and 15. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 5-4. Hey, stay him off. Get in the way. Hey. Patrick. Protein spill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Bengals. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Joe Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Brings up second and 4.
Go. Smooth. Greystone, travel.
Second and 4. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
60 Pittsburgh. Pilot, 64. Get it.
On third down, Mixon. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Look at me. Zipper.
Here's a run with Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a third and goal situation. Back to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Rush in. Switch. All goes special.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll toss it to Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 18-yard touchdown run. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Box drop.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards on the play.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second down.
On second down, here's Mixon. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. That good for 19 and a first down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on. Defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
90 Wolf.
This is Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. And now a timeout's going to be called here. I think it was by the defense. It was. And that's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this second half. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
I-7.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go down. Good job right there. Hey, 0-0-0. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check. Run left. Tempo. Hey, switch gears. One left. Goose. Undercrush. Got it. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Check.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.